Grab your swords. Training time's over. Let's go kill some monsters. Salutations, friends! I hope everyone is doing well today. My name is Pietro, and today I am going to be playing a deck that I have always been curious about, but never had the chance to play before, honestly. As some of you may know, I was mostly and by mostly I mean almost exclusively, a paper pauper player, meaning that I just was confined to the cards that I had access to, and I just never had the will to just buy all the cards to play this deck. And I never had anyone who had the deck to lend me so that I could get a chance to play it before. So today I am going to be sating my desire to get to know this archetype a little bit better. If you're not familiar, this is white heroic. Heroic is a keyword that is present here on two of our cards, Akron Skyguard and Laguna Bend Trailblazer. And it's basically a mechanic where whenever you target this creature with a spell, you get a +1/+1 counter. That's the thing. So this deck is kind of similar to Bogos in the sense that we normally want to get one threat, make the threat big, and then attack our opponent and kill them. How is this different from Bogos? Well, first of all, this is a deck that doesn't have hexproof creatures. This is a deck that has enchantments that you would not normally play in Bogos. So this is a deck that usually folds pretty hard to spot removal that doesn't revolve around damage. Why do I say that? Because Laguna Bend Trailblazer starts off as a 1-mana 0/4, so it very quickly gets out of the way of things like Double Bolt and Galvanic Blast and things like this. So we are not so worried about red removal as much as we are worried about things like Cast Down, Snuff Out, Edicts, and things of the sort. This deck is very aggressive. You can very quickly build up a creature that's going to be like 10 power and then keep attacking your opponent. And the beaters that we are using here are the aforementioned Trailblazer, just a 1-mana 0/4 with Heroic. We have Akron and Skyguard, probably our best creature in the deck. It's a 2-mana 1/1 flyer with Heroic, so this comes with built-in evasion. And then we are going to be playing 4 Deftblade Elite, and this is a creature that has Provoke. It's a 1-mana 1/1 with Provoke. What is Provoke? Whenever you attack, you can basically force a creature that your opponent controls to block this. So Deftblade Elite plus like a Hyena Umbra is almost like a removal spell every turn. If you get to pump this creature to maybe like a 3 or a 4/4 with First Strike, most of the time you're going to be picking off your opponent's creatures, which is very good if you're playing against things like Delver of Secrets or Elves or whatever other deck that needs creatures in play to do its thing, walls, etc. You can also pay 2 mana to prevent all damage it would take and deal. So you can just use this as an infinite blocker if you have the mana, or you can like attack, snap a creature out of the way so your other creature can get through, and then you save the Deftblade Elite. We are also playing 2 Sacred Cats, just as a nod against aggressive burn decks, and 2 Armored Armadillo. This is a 1-mana 0/4 with Ward 1, meaning it's a little harder to kill, but you can pay 4 mana to give this creature +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the creature's toughness. So it's like a 1-mana 0/4 that sometimes can become a 4/4 by itself if you have the mana. However, we are playing Solid Footing, which is a 1-mana flash enchantment. Creature gets +1/+1. And if the creature has Vigilance, it deals combat damage equal to its toughness rather than power. And then we are going to be playing Homestead Courage, which gives a counter and Vigilance until end of turn. We are going to be playing Sentinel's Eyes as well, which gives +1/+1 and Vigilance. And we have like Cartouche of Solidarity, which makes a token with Vigilance as well. So there is some extra synergy here. And then the rest is basically protection. Ethereal Armor for big pumps, Benevolent Blessing and Emerge Unscathed as protection spells, and Spirit Link as just life gain. A couple cycle lands in the mana base, and then the sideboard I think is really interesting. We have 2 more Spirit Link, and again, in this deck, Spirit Link is better than Life Link, because since we are playing multiples, and we already have a life gain creature, a life link creature, Spirit Link stacks. Life Link doesn't stack, okay? Then we have another Armadillo for the removal heavy matchups. We have Deaf Speakers as a 1-mana 1/1 pro black. Pretty good against like a variety of decks, but this is mostly here for gardens or garden variety decks like removal piles, pestilence, things of the sort. We have Mask of Law and Grace and Shield of Duty and Reason. So this is pro red, pro black, pro blue, pro red, black, green, blue. So this is just overall protection for your creatures, and then you have a couple Thraben Charms for the graveyard decks, and Standard Bearer for the Mirror, Bogos, High Tide, things of that sort. So hopefully this is going to be fun. I'm very excited to try this deck out. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to the channel, leave me a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, point out my mistakes, give me your favorite recipe for a dish that you really enjoy eating. And I'll see you guys in round number 1. Let's get to it. All right. Oh, wait. Hang on. All right. Welcome to round number 1. We are on the draw against AchoElOjcah. Sorry if I butchered your name. I think this hand is perfectly fine. We have the Deft Blade plus Hyena Umbra. We have a Trailblazer. We have some protection, bunch of creatures. I think this hand is excellent. And let's see what we are playing against. Okay, so it seems to be Jund. Oh, guess I don't need the upkeep stop anymore. I was playing... What am I starting here? I guess I'm starting with... I was going to say I was going to start with the Armadillo, but that's not necessarily true, right? Like, the Armadillo is harder to kill. But I do have a Hyena Umbra to give us a little bit of insurance against things like a cast down. I needed an upkeep stop because my last video I was playing Infect. So I needed the upkeep thing, so I was able to sacrifice the Llanowar Augur. So it does seem like we're playing against Jund. Opponent cracked their Twisted Landscape, grabbed a mountain, Vault of Whispers, Lembas, all that good stuff. And I am just going to start getting in there. So we're going to always yield to the Trailblazer, get in for 2. And I'm actually okay here playing another threat. We are kind of chock full of threats here. I wouldn't mind drawing a little bit more damage right now. And I'm playing the Deft Blade Elite because I think it's the least useful creature in this matchup. Okay. So opponent didn't have a play, meaning they likely have some form of interaction. I'm just going to Sentinel's Eyes. That resolves. Let's get in for 5. Sure, opponent just takes it. Okay. Eviscerator's Insight. That is okay. And I think I'm fine just passing here. I don't want to play an Armadillo into a possible Krark-Clan Shaman, but if I had to guess, it's just going to be a Chrysalis. And it is. So Emerge Unscathed, unfortunately, does not allow us to give pro colorless, meaning that we are just going to be attacking here. Question is, do I want to attack with the Elite? And I think so, right? So let's say we attacked with the Elite, we try to snipe off a spawn. If opponent blocks Chrysalis here, I get to eat it with Emerge Unscathed. Yeah. So how does this work? Whenever it attacks, so it is a trigger. Okay, so target an Eldrazi spawn, use the ability, yes. So the spawn has to block the Elite. Let's see if they are interested in, yeah, I was gonna say, they might want to do something like this. Okay, now, do I just want to bounce off my Deft Blade Elite? Or do I actually want to trade? I mean, they're likely going to sacrifice this regardless. So actually, like, I'm fine with the way things are. Let's see if they want to sacrifice it before. I imagine they will. They are not. Interesting. So I get to kill the spawn if I want, and they are not pumping the Chrysalis. Honestly, I think I'm fine with that. Yeah. So the Chrysalis doesn't grow. That's okay by me. And then I guess I'll play what? Because I don't have anything to pair with the armadillo currently. Guess I'll just play a sacred cat because it's a resilient creature. Obviously, I don't want to see another chrysalis here, which seems to be the play. Yep. Chrysalis, very annoying. Okay. Ethereal armor is not bad. So maybe I want to diversify my threats a bit. Maybe that's not even true, right? Because unfortunately, the chrysalis is a 5/6. So I would need to double pump the Trailblazer somehow, which I cannot do currently. This is pretty bothersome. I guess I'm going all in. It's not great because I know they are just going to be throwing spawns in front of it, but you know, it is what it is. Sure. As things currently stand, I wouldn't be surprised if opponent has more chrysalises in hand. That's an Ichor. Okay. Tapped out of green mana though, so maybe no more chrysalis. Opponent also hasn't shown us any bridges yet. Okay. So that's interesting, but I don't think I'm doing anything with that yet. Because the cat being a 5/5 doesn't make much of a difference right now. Wouldn't mind drawing another land here. Guess I'll just keep on keeping on. Yep. So they sacrifice, okay. Fanatical Offering the Wellspring. That's fine. Okay. I guess I'm now playing the Armadillo because I don't want to play Skyguard without holding up protection. There's a bridge. There's the third chrysalis. Yes. Of course, as you do. Man, that creature is very annoying for us. More creatures is not what I'm looking for. I mean, I'll play it, but it's not really what I'm interested in. So you can see one of the problems. I mean, it's not a problem necessarily, but like Emergence Scathed would have been a knockout this game if Chrysalis had a collar. Since it doesn't, I am not allowed to just like make my creature unblockable and knock out our opponent. And that's a little annoying, but ultimately I think it's fine. If I had to guess, opponent has some number of Cleansing Wildfires stuck in hand. Munition, sacrificing the map, sure. Okay, land is pretty good. Guess I'll keep doing my thing. And I think now I'm comfortable playing Skyguard. Oh, okay. Now I'm even more comfortable playing Skyguard because opponent is not gonna have mana to ping it. But I don't even know if that's true, right? Chrysalis is just so big, it's a 7/8. So Ethereal Armor would make my Skyguard a 6/6. Is that good enough? Benevolent Blessing, very bad here against all these Chrysalises. I think I'm still just passing, honestly. Sure, that doesn't matter. Okay, so no more spawn. Let's see what they discard. Lembas. Okay. Let's see if we can get something to happen here. So, how does Totem Armor read? Would be destroyed, instead remove all damage from it and destroy this aura. So, nothing's gonna happen, right? Like, it's just gonna drop my Umbra. Guess I'll respond by giving it Pro Black. I imagine there's another cast down. Sure. I'll do a Benevolent Blessing. Okay. So I'm gonna give it Pro Black. Doesn't really matter. I'll give it Pro Red this time. Okay. So this is not a lethal attack. Opponent can just take it if they want. I don't think this is a good block, right? Yeah. It's not gonna do anything. Like, it's the same as chump blocking. I mean, I guess it is the same as chump blocking, so it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, I am tapped out now, so we are at the mercy of our opponent's place. If they have... Oof, that's pretty annoying. Okay, guess I'm casting this again, and guess I'll put it on the Trailblazer just for the counter. Give it Pro Black again. Oh, it already has Pro Black. It doesn't even matter. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so now I could Ethereal Armor like the Armadillo. It would be a 5-something, because that's 5, or it would be like a 5/9. Yeah, I think I'm down with this. Okay, so I can attack. Opponent needs to block 1. I get to attack with the Armadillo too, because if they double block it, they just die to the Trailblazer. Sure, that's fine. I have no interest in doing anything else here. However, opponent is going to get double Chrysalis back. Yep. And we're still in this situation again. However, I believe they can't cast both of them. Sure. Yeah, they would need to hit an untapped green or red source. Okay, so we are right now fighting through our fourth Chrysalis here. Trailblazer doesn't do anything. And now we have to continue attacking into the spawns. God, this creature is extremely annoying. Sure. Draw your million cards. Pass the turn. I guess I could have played Trailblazer, but I don't think it makes much of a difference right now. I imagine we are eventually gonna get got by a Krarklan Shaman. Or something of the like. Another Blood Fountain. Yep. If I hit another Ethereal Armor, I get to put it on the Armadillo. Homestead Courage. Yeah, I think I'm just doing this, because then it's a 6-power creature. So 8, 9, 10, 11. I am pretty far off from that, right? Do I do that again? Because then it's 11 as well. I don't think so, right? Because opponent can just do the thing. Yeah, nah. It's okay. I shouldn't have done that the way I did, but okay. Yeah, opponent is just going to... I'm just going to play faster here, because we know we're going to have to wade through a lot of nothing. What are you pinging? The cat? Yeah, sure. Because they have 2 more spawns, and then we know we're going to have to fight through 2 more Chrysalises. Wish I had a... what's Apostle's Blessing? Apostle's Blessing would be pretty good. Oh no, wouldn't even, right? Because it's artifacts, I believe, not colorless. Yeah, you can feel like the lack of evasion here. Okay, so now that actually does change things a little bit. So guess I'll Homestead Courage here again, and now I get to attack with the Armadillo, because Solid Footing would have it be like a 12 in damage. Oh, 13 actually. Oh yeah, because it's another aura. Cool. Eviscerators, sure. Yep. So we got to kill a Chrysalis. Pass the turn. So I think the play... Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the play opponent wants to make is like Krarklan plus Toxin plus a cast down. They're casting a Fairy Macabre. That's funny. Okay. Sure. Main deck Fairy Macabre. That's cute. Bajuka Bog, sure. I don't care about that as much. I don't plan on bringing back my cat. Okay. Oh, okay. Another creature that doesn't do anything. Swing. And yeah, my Armadillo no longer deals damage equal to its toughness. Okay. Do I want to play a thing? Guess I can play a Skyguard. No, that's not even true. That's just an excuse for them to ping it. I'm not gonna do anything. There's 2 more Chrysalises for us to wade through. Chrysalis number... What is this? Number 6? Yeah, right. Number 6. Number 7. That's fine. I'll put it here. It's just a little bit extra pump. I'm okay with that. I imagine they go back to blocking and sacrificing these spawns. I guess I can yield to this, right? I wish I could have 6 here, but unfortunately, I need to hold up protection. Sure. So that's gonna be Chrysalis number 8? Yep. How many Chrysalises can you play? There's still 1 more in the deck. Is there a plan to just eventually, like, kill me with the thing? Okay, that's good. Because that allows me to hold up double blockers while still attacking. Also means that my opponent can never profitably use the Chrysalis to block. That's a long game 1. So they're finally starting to come face. Right now we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 permanents they can sacrifice. They're not too far off. There's the... Okay, Chrysalis number 9. Another Krarklan. So is this now lethal? I guess it might be, right? So I guess I might just die to munitions. That's rough. Because my previous math was 15 and that was 4 more. Oh, they're actually flashing back the insight? Okay. So they're not going that route. Sure. Take 1. I guess now I'm incentivized to play like a Laguna Band just to have 1 extra blocker, right? So I can stop anything from coming through. Actually, I guess I'll play another one. Lambus. Psycho. Yes, Magic Online. I know. There will be maintenance. Yeah, I guess I should have. I mean, not should have. It wouldn't change anything, but it's a good thing that I held all these creatures in hand. I will play a land. Actually, I probably shouldn't have, right? Because it's possible they have all 3 refurbs in hand, and then they could play all of them to discard my hand. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have played the land. Man, this is a lot. Cast down on my armadillo. Pay the 1. They pay the 1. Do I save it? I guess I have to, right? Oh no, but then actually that gets me. So do I just let it die? Sure, it's down. So that's the 3rd cast down. So they probably only have 1 more. I'll take 2. There's another refurb, another Laguna Band. Guess I'll Sentinel's Eyes again. Get rid of some stuff. Done. Attack. Get jumped. So I believe I might be dead now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. All right. We got destroyed by 9 Chrysalises, which I believe is the maximum that they can play. That was extremely annoying. Good lord. Okay. So what are we looking for here? The protection spells are important, but at the same time, they're kind of not. Because, well, Mask of Law and Grace is obviously good. I believe I don't need Spirit Link. Where are you? Here. I believe I don't need Spirit Links. Probably don't need Death Speakers. Can bring in another Armadillo. Do I need the Cartouche? I think it's fine. I'll probably cut like a couple Blessings. Yeah, this matchup seems atrocious regardless, but the fact that our opponent just had all the Chrysalises, literally all of them, was just too much. I think if they had 1 less, like around that midpoint in the game, I think we could have been fine. Or if they didn't have the munitions, we could have been fine there too, because they wouldn't have been able to kill us in time, I think. Our opponent drew like 55 cards too, so that's another problem. Okay, shake it off. Let's see if we can get it. I am gonna have to play much faster now because I only have like 10 minutes. This is not great, right? Because I play a Skyguard on turn 2 and then I don't have any protection. Fine, this is a creature on turn 1 and then I get to protect it with a few things. Okay, so hopefully no Mountain into Galvanic Blast, but we didn't see any, so maybe opponent doesn't have it. Okay, Skyguard's not bad. I'll start off with Hyena Umbra, Ichor Wellspring, that's okay. Okay, land is actually pretty good here. So get in for 2, and then I'll play a Skyguard. And then I'm holding up protection. I have an Ethereal Armor for the Skyguard next turn. Armadillo is fine. Oh, I should have done the thing. Whoops. Yeah, this might be pretty bad. Actually, I don't know. Play the Armadillo. I'm thinking about Breath Weapon. Okay, no Breath Weapon. So it's just gonna be a Chrysalis again? Yep, turn 4 Chrysalis. Oh, just a cast down. I'll try to save it. Give it Pro Black. So now Breath Weapon is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Another cast down is okay. Do you have a 3rd cast down? Oof. Okay, sure. Get rid of the Hyena Umbra. Okay. I mean, that's not good, but okay. At least I'll get to eat that. I mean, yeah, I'll cast it. Guess I'll put it on the Armadillo, because I want to eat the oof. Yep. So, guess I'll go Hyena Umbra here? Yeah, and I guess I'll just go with Ethereal Armor. Provoke, yes. Opponent at 11. No cards in hand, which is pretty bad. There's the Chrysalis, as always. And now the games begin. Very annoying games. Attack. I imagine you just chump. Yep. Pass the turn. Help. Help. God, that card is so annoying for us. I honestly just want to concede here. Because they're just going to chump block us for like 3 turns in a row. And then they get to go like Blood Fountain if they want. If there's a 3rd Crystal, sure, you can duress me. I don't know if that changes anything because my Death Blade. Maybe I should have put the Ethereal Armor here so I could try to like snipe the chrysalises early. Because if I do it now, it's just a 3/3 still. Guess I'll play this now since they know about it. I mean, I guess I could have held it for refurb. Sacrifice, sure. Okay, so next turn, I can provoke the Eldrazi spawn and then maybe get... No, come on. Dude, that's... You drew 3 of them in the first third of your deck? Okay, that's actually very good. So Elite is now a 6/6. I am going to attack, and what am I provoking here? Probably the smallest chrysalis? Yes, you have to block. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Oh, they sacrificed the chrysalis. Sure, I'll just do the thing. Pass the turn. Man. Sure, wildfire. 7/7. I don't know if it changes anything. I guess I'll put it here. Keep getting in. Attempt to draw an Eldrazi spawn into the Deft Blade. Yes, use the ability. So they're double blocking there. I imagine if they have a cast down, I'm just dead. Okay, sure. Well, this is what I have, buddy. Chrysalis number 4. Notably, they only have 1 green mana. So unless they have something else, I don't know if they're going to be able to double cast their chrysalises. Sure, you get to draw a card. Wildfire, sure. Does that change anything? I guess I get to put it here. No, actually, I'll put it in the creature that doesn't have any sort of protection, right? Whoop. Target the small chrysalis. Yes. You got a block. Sure. Yep. Chrysalis number 5. Chrysalis number 5. Krarklan Shaman. Toxin analysis. Another Krarklan Shaman, actually. Okay, so no toxin analysis, I imagine. Take 2. Get in. Provoke the small chrysalis. Yes. Pass the turn. At least we are getting back some of our time in case there is a game 3. Munitions. Okay, so we are kind of in the same situation as last game. Ethereal armor. Sure. On the Deft Blade. Attack. Provoke the big chrysalis. Yes. Sure. Shoot me for 1. Yep. Shoot me for 1. I am actually going to play the Sacred... no, actually I won't. I guess I'll hold the Sacred Cat in case there's another refurb coming. Bajuka Bog doesn't do anything. What did they do? Oh, Pulse of Murasa on the Chrysalis. Okay, Chrysalis number whatever. I lost count. Take 2. I might die to this munitions again. Attack. Provoke the Chrysalis. Yes. Pass the turn. Am I just dead? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm just dead, right? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. I'm gonna die to the munitions again. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we played 2 games and we went through like 14 chrysalises, I believe it was. Oh, that's a big Hydra. Sure. Guess I'm dead to that then. Okay. Well, if not, I was dead to the munitions regardless. That was very unenjoyable for me. Writhing Chrysalis is a very annoying card, and it just completely won the match single-handedly for our opponent. Guess I'll see you guys in round number 2. Welcome to round number 2. We are on the draw against Airplay. So I'm going to experiment and I'll keep this hand because I think if we hit the second land drop, the hand is very consistent, and I don't think it's that much of a problem if we miss a few hits. Is this... Yeah, okay, it's Black Sack. Turn 1, Dark Ritual into creature, Shambling Gas, Corrupted Conviction, sacrifice, make a treasure, draw 2 cards. Okay, alright. Oh, and we're still going. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty good start. My start's going to be much less interesting. Here's an armadillo. Do your thing, I guess. So, turn 1, our opponent played 6 cards. That's cool. Infestation Sage. I'm not worried about this unless there's some sort of... Yeah, I was gonna say, unless there's some sort of carrion feeder type nonsense. I guess I'm fine. Oh, we got by the last supernatural stamina in hand. Alright, okay. Well, we got lucky because we drew a Trailblazer. But yeah, that could have been very bad for us. But I don't mind, like, trading my thing for that. And I'll do it again? Did you draw another one? You did not. Cool. Okay, that's good. So, guess I'll go Ethereal Armor, Sentinel's Eyes, crash for 5. And Black Sack normally doesn't play any sort of main deck removal. I mean, that's not true, right? There's a Cursed Marauder. Yeah, I guess I have to think about that. I imagine this is a draw 2. No attacks. Okay, so I will now play something. But I guess I can attack first. Okay, sure. Yeah, block, sacrifice. Yep. You can have your insect. And I am going to play Deathblade Elite, I believe, with the intention of maybe playing Solid Footing plus Homestead Courage on my turn, because then I get to try and get the Mortician Beetle. That might be a little greedy of me. I don't know. There's the Carrion Feeder, so that makes my attacks much more annoying. Nested Shambler, sure. Okay, I'll take my 1. So I do believe that I want to play Solid Footing on this. Wait, no. What am I talking about? Yeah, I just got to kill our opponent. I have Benevolent Blessing. So Solid Footing here, pump it. The squirrels come into play tapped, so they don't get to block. Oh, that's not actually going to be lethal, right? It's only going to be 13 damage. Rough. Okay, so guess I attack. But do I want to? Yeah, I guess I'll just like try to do the thing, right? Play this here. I'll just try to kill our opponent over the course of 2 turns. Oh, that's not true, because they're going to sacrifice the Nested Shambler and they get a Chump Blocker. But I can pull the Chump Blocker out of the way. Oh, they also get a Mercenary. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay. And the Mercenary does come into play untapped. That's 14 damage. I have to remember to count the Ethereal Armor pumps. Like, I think we are in a pretty good position overall, but still, there is a chance that our opponent draws like double a Cursed Marauder if they're playing that. Yeah, you should make the squirrel now. Another Shambler, still coming in for 1 damage. Oh, is that so? Okay, so what is this? Okay, so as it currently stands, this is an attack that I get to kill my opponent, right? On the crackback. So let's say, so this is 5 damage. 6, 7. Let's say there's a supernatural stamina involved. Yes, Magic Online, I know. Wait, so let's do the math again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 13 is not 16. Oh, I'm gonna get killed by a Rite of Consumption. Come on, what a top deck. Yeah, I didn't think about the most obvious one. Wow. What a top deck from our opponent. Yeah, so I should have definitely blocked, for sure. So the pro-black stuff comes in. What can I cut? I don't think I'm gonna cut any sort of protection spell. I think the Sacred Cats are good. So what is the worst creature? The Deathblade Elites can be pretty good, but they also get sort of outscaled quick. I guess the Armadillos then? Cut the Armadillo, guess I'll cut a Cartouche. Skyguard also doesn't seem great. So I cut 2 creatures. Okay, I don't want to cut more. I want to keep the same number of creatures. Guess I'll shave 1 Homestead Courage. I could bring in Spirit Links too. But the problem is that they don't do a whole lot against Carrion Feeder. I guess I'll shave 1 Sentinel's Eyes. This is hard. Yeah, in retrospect, I don't think I would have played that game any different. So this has a lot of potential, actually. I guess I'll keep it. There's not a lot of pump here, but I get to start eating my opponent's creatures from the get-go on turn 2. And I do think that's pretty important. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good call. Yep. Carrion Feeder is pretty good. Creature? No creature. So, what am I doing here? Am I willing to just get absolutely demolished? I guess so. And I'll just do it again. I'll just start getting in early. If I get hit by a Cursed Marauder, yes, I'll use the ability, but it doesn't make any difference. Carrion Feeder cannot block. Please no Marauder. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm fine taking the damage. So guess I'll take a lot more than a damage. Gonna be like, I mean, I don't know how much they actually want to sacrifice, right? So this is a problem then, because I don't get to gain life. And I don't have vigilance anymore. So, man, that's so annoying. I guess I'm just playing Skyguard and like play Spirit Link on the Skyguard. That feels kind of dumb. And I'll hold back. Infestation Sage. Link breaker. Yep. Well, guess I'm blocking the ground dudes and I'm blocking the green ones. It's not gonna make a difference. I'm just gonna take 1,000,000 damage here. Man, I can't believe they got that game won. That was nuts. That was an insane top draw from them. Top deck from them. Okay. So what do I want to do here? I guess I am attacking. I am forcing the squirrel to block because I want to get the green permanent off of the board. And then I imagine they might sacrifice the infestation sage to get a blocker, or they might not even want to do that. Okay. In which case, I do think I am just going to Benevolent Blessing here to get an extra point of damage in. Pearl Black. And again, important to note, the Spirit Link is a trigger. 6, 7, 8, 9. Am I dead to this? Okay, maybe not. I mean, if they have the Corrupted Conviction again, yes, I'm dead to it. Yep, I'm taking it. Very dead to Corrupted Conviction. Unfortunately. Do you have it? Again? Come on. Not Corrupted Conviction, Right of Consumption. Man, we got destroyed by Right of Consumption. 2 games in a row. Wow. Okay, I'll see you guys for round 3. Okay, welcome to round number 3. We are again on the draw against gartuyzz. This seems fine. Great even. All it's missing is a protection spell. What are we playing against? Another black deck? And it's Black Sack again? Alright, I mean, it is what it is, huh? I guess I'll just go Laguna Band, because I can start by turn 2, applying like a very strong clock, like 8 damage a turn, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, go to 8 toughness, yeah. So we have faced 3 decks in a row. Ashen Skin Zubera. Okay, alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna start doing the thing. So, Sentinel's Eyes. Okay, so we faced 3 decks in a row that have the ability to block and sacrifice creatures. That doesn't seem great. I am just gonna solid footing here and start getting some decent damage in. Take 8. Sure, sacrifice the Zubera. Good thing they didn't have supernatural stamina. That would have sucked for us. Oh, guess we're losing 2 more cards then, huh? Okay. So what are we discarding here? I guess I'm gonna keep the Deft Blade, and I'm going to try and hedge against a Cursed Marauder. We have an 8/8 in play. Is there a 3rd land drop? There is not. Okay. So take 8 damage. And Deft Blade, Armadillo, pass the turn. I'm gonna play extra creatures, because if they have a Cursed Marauder, Armadillo is a good sacrifice, and Deft Blade Elite is something to pull a blocker out of the way. There's a blocker and another blocker. Okay. Land is fine. Attack. And I am going to attempt to pull what? I believe the Nezumi Link Breaker, right? Yeah. Yes, I would love to use the ability. Yeah. They're going to sacrifice because then they have a better blocker for the Laguna Band. They are probably going to put the Mortician Beetle in front of the Deft Blade Elite. Sure, I'll just use the ability. Sure. And I am just gonna play my land. We know they are playing Zuberas, so there's a chance they get to discard it. And it does matter if I get to 4 mana or not, because 4 mana is conveniently exactly what I need for the Armadillo. There's the Link Breaker again. So I actually do really want to draw a land here, because if I do, I just have lethal. Okay, sure, I'll take it. Land, come on. No! Yeah, because now I can't pump this. Okay, so we're going to be in the same situation as last turn. Attack, provoke, the Link Breaker, force them to sacrifice it. So close, but so far. So once again, they get to chump. Yeah. You can have your counters. Play the cat. Pass the turn. Man. Okay, that's a blocker, but it's not one I'm overly worried about. Am I blocking? I think I am. I'm fine just jumping here. This doesn't do what I want it to do. So here we go again. Same thing as last time. And I'll provoke this one. This is actually bad if they have a stamina. Okay, that's not as bad. Well, I guess I will use the ability, right? But the opponent keeps drawing cards and keeps dropping creatures, and we keep missing. But at least another Deft Blade now can pull 2 blockers out of the way. So this is 10. This is 14. If they have a stamina, this is 16. So I believe I do not need to block. That is not true, because if they have land right of consumption, I die, like last time. So I think if they have land right of consumption, I'm fine. I'll accept my fate. And I think that's exactly lethal because of the not dead after all ping, right? Come on. Not again. We bricked a lot of turns in a row. Yep. Like, if we drew a land at any point there, we had it. And I believe if we drew like a pump enchantment, we had it as well, because we could have eaten their creatures early instead of having to, yeah. All right. So Black Sack just seems like a better version of our deck, honestly. So do I even want the Thraben Charms? I don't think so, right? I guess I'll cut like Spirit Link. What did I cut last time? I don't remember. I'll cut the Armadillos and I'll cut like 1 Sentinel's Eyes. This is extremely unfortunate. I am not happy with these matchups. Sure. Again, being on the draw was really bad for us. Kitty Cat, Mortician Beetle, sure. Guess I'll do... Actually, I think I would rather have the Acro and Skyguard, right? Because that's just a stronger creature overall. And then I get to go like triple enchantment next turn. Sure, that's fine. This is gonna pump their Mortician Beetle quite a bit, but I think it's fine. I'll take 3. Ooh, is that better than Acro and Skyguard? I don't think so, right? So, Cartouche, Hyena Umbra. Oh, okay. Hyena Umbra. It's a bit of extra protection, hit for 5. And I think I'll just replay the Sacred Cat in case there's more Accursed Marauders coming. Shambling Ghast, unearth the Accursed Marauder. Oh, I messed up. Yep, the Sacred Cat is a token. Wow, that was bad. That was so bad. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Wow. Yep. Like full on messed up. I have nothing to say for myself. I am just gonna lose again to this deck. That was incredibly bad for us. Man, oh man. Wow. Yeah, should have just played the Death Speakers. Man, I can't believe I did that. Block. I guess I'll block. That is annoying. But I believe that was gonna get me regardless at some point. Mortician Beetle keeps growing. Oh, we're gonna lose our Death Speakers too, right? Wow. Yeah. I don't think there was any getting out of it. Like, I definitely messed up with that play. I'm fine conceding here if I don't. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, absolutely demolished by Black Sacrifice. Like, we are just 0-3-0-6. We didn't even get a single game win so far. I'm not feeling very confident. But hopefully we're gonna get a chance to play against a non-black deck. Because I think our matchups have been pretty atrocious so far. I mean, I'll see you guys for round number 4. Welcome to round number 4. We are once again on the draw against TheBilos. I guess I'm keeping this hand. Even though it's a one-lander, it's a one-lander that has a lot of pump. Elves. Where are my dudes? Forgot their name. The Provoke guy. Deft Blade Elite. I think Elves is just gonna crush us, honestly. Because they're just gonna grow faster than we are. Land. Please land. No such luck. I guess we're gonna go Ethereal Armor. I am going to attack. I have no illusions that this Elvish Vanguard is not going to grow more. Winding Way. Classic 2-mana draw 4. There's a Well-Wisher too. Okay. Why did they not cast the Birchlore? So, playing the Deft Blade here would be good. However, I do think I just have to start clocking harder. Which is unfortunate, right? I guess I'll Sentinel's Eyes, because it allows me to start blocking the Vanguard too. But I do need to draw I think if we had drawn a second land, this hand would be very strong. Because our creature would be like almost 10 power by now? No, more than 10 power, right? Yep. I don't know why they didn't cast their Birchlore last turn. That felt weird to me. Jaspera, Birchlore, no attacks, of course. Land. That's not a land, but that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. If you're gonna gain life, so am I, buddy. Okay, they just take it. I do have to be worried about Masked Vandal at some point. There's an elf, gain 7 life, 8 life. What is this? You're gonna hardcast a Generous End? You can. Okay. Land. Yep. Guess I'll just keep on keeping on. Am I gonna get negated? Spell Pierce. So that's just elves with main deck Spell Pierce. Sure, so that's what they were holding up earlier. Okay, so now they're gonna start jumping. Okay, but yeah, it's the thing that I was saying. The fact that they jumped here leads me to believe they have a Masked Vandal to get rid of my ethereal armor. This isn't okay. There's the ant that I mentioned last turn. Gain 1,000,000 life. Okay. So now we get to go Deft Blade Elite. I have first strike, so I think I might be good. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Take 8. And I think I'm just gonna Sentinel's Eyes the Deft Blade now. But I really want to find a first strike. Because if I find a first strike, I can do the first strike trick with the Well-Wisher and kill it off. Yeah, so I believe step number 1 is to kill the Well-Wisher. Step number 2, I don't know. I might actually just straight up attack. Is this another Spell Pierce? Is this your last card? Sure, okay. I actually don't mind that at all. Like, that's just a card that I get to bring back eventually. Not that I need to, but I can. Sure, gain your life. Is this another ant? This is actually kind of odd, right? Because I believe they might be able to tap it before. Because this is a trigger that happens during the attack step. Oh, that's a big boy. Are you gonna get in? You are. Okay. So I actually don't think I get to kill the Well-Wisher here, which is rough. But I do get to kill like the Birchlore, and I think that's the better option. So Sentinel's Eyes the Deft Blade, attack, trigger, target the Birchlore, forced to block it. Yes. And I think I am more comfortable trying to ambush the Elvish Vanguard than trying to deal a few extra points of damage. Yeah, because I imagine the Vanguard is going to attack. Sure, another Birchlore. Okay, you can gain your 7 life. Solid footing here on the Laguna Band. And block. Kill the Vanguard, gain 1,000,000 life. They get their Hydra, but that's fine. This is just lethal? Yes. So, well, no, because they have a food. Gosh darn it. So they're at 21 life. This is actually only 18. Attacking with this doesn't do anything. I guess I'll just... I mean, I can try to kill them over the course of 2 turns, right? Yeah, I guess I'll try to do that. Force them to pop the food now. Pro green. They go to 21, take 19, fall to 2 life. We gain 1,000,000 life. Kyrian Ranger is fine. That doesn't change anything because I have the thing coming back. I still think that's not enough. Yeah. Oh, but they can Kyrian Ranger on my turn again. That is true. Yeah, that is very annoying. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 23. I believe that's enough then. Oh, I even have like something else in the graveyard, right? So that's 21, 22, do it again, 23, 24. Yep, I think you go up to 23 and then you die. Okay, wow, that was intense. All right, so what are we bringing in here? Pro Green seems good. Standard Bearer seems good. Thraben Charm seems good. What are we getting rid of? Again, I think the Armadillo's pretty lackluster. Deft Blade seems good. Laguna Band seems okay. Sacred Cat doesn't seem very good in this situation. I want things that get bigger when you start pumping them. Spirit Link did a lot of work. I believe I want to keep it. I think maybe I get to cut like an Acro and Skyguard. Maybe cut like 1 Homestead Courage. No, not Ethereal Armor. Homestead Courage. Get back here. Maybe like a Sentinel's Eyes. Yeah, okay. So that was our first game win. This hand doesn't have any creatures, can't keep. Mulligan. This hand has a pretty good creature in it. And Ethereal Armor. Nice. I am getting rid of Emergent Scathed. Yeah, but unfortunately, I just think like the provoke thing doesn't really work very well against elves, right? Yeah, that's kind of sad. I mean, I get to kill anything that doesn't have a tap ability, but otherwise I believe they just untap. Like we untap it and then they tap it again. Play like a Timberwatch. A morph? Sure. I'll kill that. Yeah, I think I'm fine going Hyena Umbra. Force it to block. That's funny. I've been on the other side of this many times. It's pretty funny to see opponent trying to get out of just losing their creature. Okay, so now we're in a good situation because whatever creature they play right now, we can eat. And 3 lands? Yeah, sure. We get to kill that. Play a land. Guess I'll play Ethereal Armor here. Got the clock going. And guess I'll just... no. No, they don't have blue mana yet. I'm fine. So, Benevolent Blessing. Pro green. Attack. Provoke the Jaspera. Yes. That's really funny. I really like that. Okay. Whew. All right. Winding Way. Okay. Oh, they only hit once. 2 lands and a gate and Elvish Vanguard. Yeah, I think they're dead. Cycle the End. Gingerbread Cabin. That's fun. Okay. Play the Vanguard. Vanguard's gonna die. I'm gonna hit him for 5. Things are looking good for us, finally. I would love to use this ability. Oh, I didn't play my things. Whoops. It's fine. It's because we're bluffing having more things. What is this? Am I gonna get hit with something crazy? 5 mana? Oh, it's just a Hydra. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. 4/5. Sure. Just a blocker. And it's not even a good blocker. Okay. Take 5. I guess I could have tried to do the thing just to see. Ah, no, because then they could... Ah, yeah, but I could just, like, bounce it out of play. Not bounce it out of play. Bounce it out of combat. Crack it. Sure. Solid footing. Okay. Let's see if we get to kill our opponent here. Yes, use the ability. Yeah, so they do have a window to use it. Makes sense. And I think that's it. Yep. All right, we put a win on the board. 2-0 against elves. Not as... Okay, it feels nice to play a deck that is actually good against elves. It's normally not the type of deck that I play. But I feel like the matches that this White Weenie deck has are very polarized. Like, insanely so. You can see from our record here. Well, let's go to the final round and then we'll have a look. Okay, welcome to round number 5. Last one. I am going to keep this. We are on the draw again against Lumely. Love this island. Big fan. Island into Preordain. Let's see if this is Terror or High Tide or some other thing. Hopefully it's nothing with removal spells. Absolutely gorgeous island. So that was just a passing of the turn. That's odd. Okay. So let's attempt to cartouche. Seems like that just resolved. Let's Hyena Umbra. Okay. So I could have tried to go for the very aggressive solid footing play, but I imagine our opponent had something. Apparently not. Okay. Peer through depths. Okay. Future sight framed brainstorm. No thought scour, no nothing. This is feeling more and more like High Tide. Okay. Homestead Courage. Homestead Courage. No snap. Please no snap. Okay, so it is High Tide. They are going to tap down my guy. Sure. I mean, that's very annoying, of course, but okay. Take 1. Okay, Psychic Puppetry. Reach through mists. They just straight up cast that? That's odd. Am I dead? Guess we'll find out. I do have lethal next turn, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they might just have to tap my guy down. Ooh, no 4th land. Okay. Cycle. Okay, that's good. Peer through depths, tapping down the Laguna Band. Okay, that is going to work. They find another peer. Okay, Spirit Link doesn't do anything. I think I'm just going to Homestead Courage the token, play Skyguard, hit for 2, try to diversify my threats a little bit. So I know my Laguna Band's gonna get tapped again, but like if they are forced to Okay, maybe we're just dead. Oh, they do have a snap in the deck. Wow. Okay. Okay, they're going. I'm gonna let them go for a bit here. We are not necessarily dead. So they found another puppetry. Not great. Do you have another Ideas Unbound? Another Peer Through Depths. Reveals another High Tide. And I think this is the point where I'm fine conceding. Sure, opponent got us. Yeah. Okay, so we want Pro Blue. We want Standard Bearers. Do I even want Thraben Charm? I honestly don't think I do. What am I cutting? I am definitely cutting Spirit Link. I am definitely cutting Sacred Cat. Need one more? I guess I'll cut the Armadillo because it's just slow. In which case, actually, I think Sacred Cat is better than Armadillo because it actually has power to attack. And I think that's it. So this hand doesn't have a 1-drop or a second land. This hand is pretty lackluster overall, I feel, but I will keep it. I have a 1-drop at least to start applying some pressure. I have a protection spell, even if it's not exactly what I would love to be doing. Preordain. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a fast clock. I am going to give our opponent 1 turn window to try and get a snap. And if they find it, they find it. Okay, hit for 4. Would love to play Benevolent Blessing to try and increase my clock a little bit, but unfortunately it's not something I can currently do. There's a Peer Through Depths, Finding, High Tide. Okay, you're gonna try to tap down my guy. I would like if you didn't. Pro Blue. So they don't even draw a card. That's pretty good. Ooh, okay. I don't think this is gonna be lethal, but it's a lot. Oh, it's so much damage. Yep. Like, I did my thing, opponent. You do yours now. Brainstorm. Lorien. Okay, so we might still just die on turn 4. We know they have 1 puppetry. Yep. So we might just die. They find another puppetry. No, wait. They found a Merchant Scroll, not a puppetry. Okay. Ideas Unbound. Another High Tide. Hopefully they draw like a bunch of snaps. All the snaps. There's the Merchant Scroll for another Peer. And this time I'm not going to concede unless they actually start going really deep, because they are in much more trouble this time around. Ideas Unbound. Sure. Brainstorm. So they are down to 4 mana now. Okay, so they cast a puppetry. Lorien. Behold. Okay, that's pretty good for them. Bottom is good for us. Another Brainstorm. Another Ideas. They're digging. They are digging. Oh, that seems like a desperation play to me. Yeah, nice. Okay, whew. Let's go to game number 3. Problem is now we have to do that again on the draw, which is not great. So pretty sure we have to mulligan very heavily towards Standard Bearer, because Standard Bearer at least, we have the Bearer, but we don't have the second land. So, okay, so let's have a look. I got 53 cards in the deck, and I have 15 lands. Okay, I think this is the type of thing where you just go for it, right? Like, I need to draw the second land. It's more likely for me to draw a land than it is for me to mulligan and find a hand that plays Standard Bearer. Land! Oh, baby. Well, at least that's a better turn 1 play than Deathblade Elite. Come on. Come on, deck. Help me out here. And again, it's not like Standard Bearer is the end-all be-all card in this matchup, but it's one of the few chances I have of maybe... Yeah, that's horrendous for us. I guess I'll AchoElOjcah? Yeah, I guess I'll try to put pressure now. And yeah, I know it's just a 1 point of damage difference, but in a matchup as fast as this one, I think every single point matters. Land? Is this like a Peer tapping my guy? Sure. Oh, this is the perfect chance to get a land. Okay, they found a High Tide. No! No! Sure, I guess I'll do this, give it Pro Blue, pass the turn, and I believe we die. They even revealed a High Tide. We know they have a puppetry in hand. It's just very likely that we are dead here. Okay, maybe not. Okay, Merchant Scroll for High Tide. So they're still setting up. Come on, deck. Give me a land. No! Yeah, now we're dead, like 100%. We're gonna play the thing, hit them, but they're gonna get us for 1 million here. We had the standard bearer, we had 4 draws, it was not enough. Unfortunate. Yeah. Triple high tide, sure. Now I believe unless they get like horrendously unlucky, there's no way we can beat them. Okay. Do you have another draw? Yeah, okay, I'm fine conceding now. Alright. So, final thoughts on the deck. We did horrendously bad. I believe we got very unlucky the first 3 rounds because we were paired against Jund, and then we got paired against Black Sack twice in a row, and I think all of those are very bad matchups for us. Honestly, the deck is fun to play. It is refreshing because it's very different. You're playing a lot of cards that don't appear anywhere else. Like Deft Blade Elite is a really fun card to play. Solid Footing plus Laguna Band Trailblazer is really fun. The package of like small, cheap enchantments. You can see the mana curve of this deck is extremely low. All of these are fun things to do. Even the sideboard is like tinkered to a very specific type of deck. That said, the power level of this deck is just way under what is considered acceptable now. We know from previous moments in the Pauper metagame that this deck has had success before, but if you check it, most of the cards are already old cards that, like, the deck hasn't been updated recently. You had the addition of Armored Armadillo, which is honestly, like, it exists. Like, yeah, it's probably the best creature to be playing in this slot, but I don't think, like, playing 2 Armadillo is that much better than just playing some extra Sacred Cats, for example. And I think the only good actual strong interaction this deck has is the Deft Blade Elite plus First Strike against creature decks. I'll grant that that is a real thing, as we saw in the Elves matchup. But the clock of the deck is not that fast. The deck is only playing 16 lands. 2 of them come into play tapped. It's just not there, I think. Like, if you enjoy this deck, sure. If you play this deck and you get lucky in a metagame that has a lot of creature decks for you to pick off, sure. But overall, I don't think this deck is currently in its best place in a long while. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed playing the deck, and I do think I'll come back to it eventually. I was having some thoughts while playing this deck about Provoke, and I was even thinking about like the Provoke Sliver, which I think is really cool, and Deft Blade 2, of course, and maybe I'll try to brew something with that in a while. Regardless, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Let me know if you believe this deck has like a better sideboard or mainboard plan or something of the sort. And remember to drink your water, take care of yourselves, stay excellent out there, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.